Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Capital City Sports Network. We catching up a little bit late here. Game 1 of the USCHL's Week 7 action, if I've got my math correct here. You're looking at Team Hoey against Team Egan. That is Cam Mecca, 14 in red, making a nice move there. My name is Dillon Clark. I'm joined by Zach McKinstry, as always. Team Hoey and Team Egan right now, followed by, later on, Team Mecca and Team Peters. But for right now, it's Julian Reese. Team Egan in the white sweaters. Moving left to right, a shot tipped right in front of goaltender Liam Gormley. Aris Papathanasiou is in the goal down to our left. Carey Neville now taps this one on and having some trouble with that one. 18 in white. That's a brand new number. Looks like Mike Bolger. He's filling in for Team Egan. Going to write that one down. If you are a newcomer to the USCHL broadcast here, as that shot tipped wide by Julian Reese, you are good to know that rosters change not only by the night, they can change by the hour, by the period. New guys hopping on, as we've got someone wanting to get on right now. It's Owen Thomas, 9 in red, looking to get on here. Meanwhile, on the ice, a centering pass in front is tipped off the stick there. Looks like Dean DeFazio blocked that shot. Back up top, a point shot tipped in front again. That one goes wide, and it's Jack Santoro on it. A centering pass goes high over the glove hand of Liam Gormley. Team Egan controlling in the offensive zone. Haven't seen Ronan on yet. A nice cross-ice pass. Santoro couldn't get that one to go. Rolls on into the near side corner on that one. 11 red, Ryan Feast, one of the new guys here this season. In behind the goal, centering pass again. Shut down there. May have been redirected by Robert Baio. Another chance in front, and finally, Team Hoey able to chip this one out off the boards, and swinging back after this one is Matt Owen. Trying to make a play in the defensive zone. Hang on here. Almost a too many men on the ice as Jack Ahlstrom tries to hop on. Team Hoey so far this season 2-4 as that shot is tipped in, and hustling after this one, Matt Owen in his own zone. Team Egan 3-3. Jack Ahlstrom counterattacking now. He dishes this one out far side. Michael Peak, one-handed chip around the captain, Evan Hoey, captain of his team, club president. This one swatted in behind the goal. Almost a turnover and a chance for Jack Ahlstrom. It goes by the wayside. At the point, cross-ice feed. Ronan Egan steps on the ice now. That one chipped on the backhand. Perhaps Duncan Hickman is the numberless white player. He chips that one in. We'll keep an eye on him. Hickman's been filling in for any of the teams that find themselves shorthanded. Egan pulls up in the right wing faceoff circle, sends one across, a shot kicked out by Gormley. He robs Peak, and he can't believe it. Michael Peak throws his head towards the ceiling in disbelief. Cross ice, D-to-D pass. Matt Owen crosses the red line now into the offensive zone. Shaken off there by Rob Lawrence, who played defense last week and seemed to have a good time doing it. Michael Bolger taps this one back in. Team Egan all over the offensive zone so far in this one. Bolger tries to join. Rob Lawrence has it now. Again, 8 in red. Noah Maddie taken into the boards there by Michael Peak. And Rob Lawrence finds Joe Collega. Nice outlet pass. It's Ian Powderly. Powderly with the mismatched socks there. Left-handed shot in behind the goal. Shot by Collega. That one not on goal. Decent chance there now. It's Noah Maddie. Hash marks down low. Collega. 11:04 to go. Running clocks here in the USCHL. That one poked away by Bolger out to center. And it is Cam Mecca who will be double-dipping in games this evening. He will captain his team to a showdown with Team Peters in a matter of about an hour. But Bolger tries the quick up. He's reunited with Julian Reese, and Julian's got the puck down the left side. 2-on-1, feeds in front, and that one couldn't be taken there. Noah Kaplan has that one go off the toe of his stick. A brilliant feed by Julian Reese goes by the wayside. Still scoreless, 10.5 to go here in the first period. Carey Neville kicks at that one and holds it inside the blue line. Dishes back low, give and go. Here comes Reese in on goal there, and he couldn't get it. A clean shot in front. And now off the turnover, Ian Powderly's got his wheels rolling back up ahead. Powderly tries to one-handed little toe drag bounce off the skates there. Wouldn't go in front of Bolger, though. A turnover, a chance in front. Stopped by Papathanasiou. He shuts down Shane Wenzel in front, and finally, we have our first stoppage after almost 5 minutes of uninterrupted play.
Yeah, how you doing, Dylan?
I was just about to say, good to hear from you.
Yeah, about time. Pretty good start to this one. It really was mostly Team Egan off the jump. A lot of offensive possession from them, the team that's gone 3-3 so far this season. We've seen some slow starts on the other side for Team Hoey. But so far, a good one.
Puck squeaks out in front. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes we have the slowest start ever, and this one's just been end to end. These are the kind of games you hope for. Breakout pass is taken and chipped in by Team Hoey. Hustling after this one looks to be Shane Wenzel. Behind the goal, a chance right in front. No one home there for the centering feed. Having some trouble with this one, Jack Santoro, and he's able to move it ahead to Michael Peak. Peak, 1 man against 3. They step in and off sides there, getting a little over anxious on that one, Anthony Amato. And so after 5 minutes of play, we go back-to-back whistles about a minute apart.
Yeah, and for the complete start to this game, it was all Team Egan. A lot of chances out in front. Liam Gormley making some nice saves for Team Hoey, but Team Hoey finally getting back in that offensive end. A couple of chances on their side, so we'll see if they can balance this game out. As we've seen so far, Team Hoey in some blowout losses.
Shane Wenzel now in behind the goal. Rob Lawrence has this one. In their matchup last week, Team Hoey, as Zach mentioned, some of the blowout losses, 7-1 at the hands of Team Mecca. And here's Sean Reed, defenseman going coast to coast, and he fires it past the ear of Papathanassiou. Not on goal. Here's another chance. Wenzel right in front. Reed, a big save by Papathanassiou. Rebound is loose. Wenzel still on it. A scramble in the offensive zone. Long shot by Bob Lawrence. That one ricochets off the knee of Hickman. Wenzel again. Bobbled there by the official. Finally, tempo settling back down here. Lofted end over end. The fluttering puck bounces out in the neutral zone. And able to take it now is Sean Reed. First nice opportunity here by Team Hoey, and oh, did they get so close.
Yeah, some big stands from both goaltenders so far here tonight.
Back in as we approach the 8-minute mark here. A scoreless first period, though. Not what you would expect if you see some of the chances. Jack Ahlstrom, 1 man against 4. He's not going to win that battle. He's able to chip the puck in and send Rob Lawrence after it defensively. Bit of a dangerous breakout pass, though it's caught and held and possessed by Noah Matty. 3-on-2, now 4-on-2 as Lawrence joins the charge. He's got a shot there, and that one goes just wide on the glove side. Owen Thomas trying to get after that one. We've seen the speed that he possesses. Looking to turn it on now for the Gamecocks. 5 regulars on the ice right now for Team Hoey. Evan threw that puck in. It's Noah Matty, Owen Thomas, Joe Collega, and it was Rob Lawrence until he comes off in favor of Robert Bayo. Bayo defending down the right side on Noah Kaplan. Cross-ice pass right in front. Gary Neville sends one that wide from the point. Robert Bayo chips this on the backhand out to Owen Thomas. Gets the foot speed going, that waving hand back and forth. A nice move there, inside, outside, a shot, and Papathanassiou shuts down OT.
Yeah, shrug of the shoulders there from Papathanassiou, and he just gets enough on it to keep it in front of him and then ice it. Nice play there. And so far, the back checking from Team Egan in the last couple of minutes hasn't been ideal. A couple of odd man rushes, and those wingers and centermen have to hustle back if they want to leave their defenders out to dry.
I hate to say it early, but this has so far been my favorite start to a game that we've seen in the 7 weeks of doing this. I don't imagine that it slows down anytime soon. As Evan Hoey chips this one back in, and choking up on the stick is Owen Thomas. Wrestles it free and away from Julian Reese, number 9 against number 9. This puck squeaks out, and Hoey can't hold it in. That'll send Michael Peak after him on the forecheck. An aggressive one at that, and ricocheting off the boards. The puck before it ends up on the stick of Owen Thomas. 3-on-2, he's got Powderly with him. Tries to curl around a man, and Duncan Hickman gets just enough on it. But the puck goes into the far side corner, and Hickman can now mine this one out. Too far for Julian Reese or Michael Peak, so it's sent back in by Evan Hoey. Delayed offsides here for Team Hoey. They've got a touch up, and that will give Michael Bolger some extra time to wind things up. Bolger out towards center here. Now in over the blue line, right side, Bolger. He's on with Reese and Peak, centering pass, and Julian can't finish. That one a shot there. Matt Owen wide past the glove side again. Sent back in by Hickman. Last season's regulars on the ice. This time for Team Egan as a shot goes off the outside of the cage. Reese, Peak, and Bolger on now with Matt Owen. You just saw him dish the puck back in, and Duncan Hickman, the grad student, no longer a part of the organization. A turnover here. Michael Peak has a chance all alone. On the backhand, a shot. Gormley makes the save, and he kicks the rebound back out, swatting it aside with the paddle. Big opportunity for Peak, but he was just too tight to the goaltender and was on his backhand. Hard to make the most out of that opportunity.
Yeah, Peak had Bolger with him. Decided to go with the backhand instead. Big save by Liam Gormley.
Stone walls in either blue paint here, down to our left and right. That one chipped back in. It looked like it went off one of the players on the bench. The official says no. We will play on. Sean Reed Up now for Joe Collega. Played defense last year, and from the talks I've heard in the locker room, it sounds like Collega will be featured more on the wing this season once regular season play begins. Now it's Cam Mecca trying to swivel that one in for Collega. He can't do it. He battles it back down low, and on this one looks to be Sean Reed. Check that. Ryan Feast now, 11 red. Throws that one off the turnover. Ronan Egan gloves it down in transition. Across the blue line he steps, pulls up at the top of the circles, and sends that one that's tipped just high and wide. And off the stick of Anthony Amato. Amato with it again. Checked off by Mecca. Loose puck at the goal line. Chipped back down low, and Sean Reed gives Amato a rough ride. Mecca galloping after it. Out towards center. Taken and thrown back in by Wenzel. The cross-ice feed is picked up by Mecca. They crisscross. Nice move by Mecca. Tries to undress the defenseman in Quinn Higgins. He can't do it. Turnover right in front, though. Here's Matty on the back end. Tries to feed Mecca, and he scores! Terrible turnover. Making the most of the opportunity are Matty and Mecca. 1-0 Team Hoey. 3:41 to go in the first.
Yeah, and we've seen a turnover like that on both ends so far tonight, but this time, Team Hoey makes Team Egan pay. Beautifully executed. Forecheck there. Matty wins the puck, takes it on the backhand, sends that pass across the slot, and Cam Mecca doesn't have to do much just to tap that one home and give his team the lead.
Had 20 tucks last season, coupled with 12 assists for 32 points, the Gamecock captain. He's got one so far tonight. Robert Bios slings one there from the point. And Noah Matty, if we can find his page here. Well, they've been shuffling around the lineups. Hard to find his stats from last season, but he was a difference maker later on as Michael Peake, another difference maker later on, tries to curl and drag his way in, and the centering pass there for Jack Ahlstrom would not go. Rob Lawrence safely escorts this one back out to center. Another 3-on-2. It's Owen Thomas. Nice move to the backhand. Drops it off for Matty. A shot, and may have ricocheted off Kerry Neville before it ends up in the breadbasket of Papathanassiou.
Yeah, Team Egan so far this season has been one of the better teams offensively and defensively, really all around. But here tonight, too many odd man rushes here early on as Team Hoey is taking advantage, getting shots on Papathanassiou and working that puck in the offensive zone. And I tell you what, all the periods have been the same length so far this season with that running clock, but this one has felt like the quickest with that back and forth action.
Feels like it's been about 5 minutes. 2:09 to go left in the first. Michael Bolger down the left wing, feeds Reese in front. On a big save by Gormley. The puck loose in the blue paint. Taken away there by Rob Lawrence. Turnover at the blue line. Matt Owen battles for it. Bolger helps keep it in. Numbers back the other way, and the saucer pass for Egan couldn't connect. Egan now at the hash marks. Watched there by Bio. Backdoor pass on the one-timer by Hickman. He heals that one. Gormley's 1.5 miles out of his crease. Able to get back in now. Noah Matty trying to forecheck there on Ronan Egan. The puck rolls free, and the Team White captain, Egan, sees this one roll off his stick for Bolger. Breakout pass knocked down nicely by Joe Collega. Hoey now to his defensive partner Lawrence. Breaking this one back in, tipped at the red line and given over. Now it's Bolger again down the left side. Long shot there, a headhunter. Zips past Gormley at light speed. Crashes into the glass and now swept back along for Evan Hoey. It evades a defender. Hustling after this one looks to be Shane Wenzel. He's going to chip it by the defenseman. Papathanassiou nicely plays this one ahead to Julian Reese. Out of danger. Quickly counterattacking now. Offensive zone, right wing, it's Bolger now. Reese a shot. That one may have caught the toe of Gormley as well. Inside a minute to go in the first period. You'd think it's the third period of Game 7. Lofted back in by Michael Peake. Evan Hoey lumbering after this one. He picks it up in behind Gormley's cage. Swiveling it around near side. Off the exchange, no one was there. And hustling back to get this one is Connor Mullen. Hoey flipping this one. 40 feet in the air. Glove down by Mullen. Advance there, too far for Matty. Neville slaps this one into the bench boards. And now given on too far in behind the attacking Anthony Amato. Another counterattack. Here's a chance. Noah Matty trying to split the defense. He's got a backhand chance. No, he curls up. Man in the slot. It's Mullen, and nicely poke checked by Kerry Neville. Matty on the follow-up chance. 10 seconds to go in the first period. Matty going to send this one up and into a Team Egan player. We have a stoppage in play. Clock hits zeros. Not sure exactly what happened there. Do we have a broken puck? No. maybe it just got stuck up in the equipment of the player. I thought for a second I saw it go out up and over the netting. The puck is in one piece. Ian Powderly steps off, and Liam Gormley waits by the bench. Zach, we've got only a moment here until the second period begins, so what stood out to you in the most frantic first period so far this season?
Well, yeah, first I want to credit Spencer Burns on that last play for Team Hoey. Under pressure in his defensive zone, gets a beautiful pass all the way up to create a chance as that clock winded down. And we've seen good offense for both squads so far here in this one. Has a lot of good chances on both ends and good goaltender play as well.
Good goaltender play indeed. The scouting report so far on Aris Papathanassiou is that he's streaky. But when he is on, boy is he on. And he has been on in this game. He was on in the game, I want to say 2 weeks ago. He was almost impossible to beat as Team Hoey was able to win their game. If I can look back here, it was a considerable win. Maybe I don't have that one written down. Yeah, record keeping's a little tough. We're trying to multitask up here. But we do know Team Hoey 2-4 this season. Team Egan 3-3.
And we've had a conversation, Dillon, about the playing the puck as these young goaltenders are continuing to be more confident playing the puck in net. And Aris Papathanassiou doing that here in this one as well.
Not overdoing it. That's a skill as a goaltender. You want to use it correctly. If you can do it too much, you end up forcing a bunch of turnovers and creating some headaches for your defensemen. When you do it well, when you do it efficiently, you act as a sixth skater or a third defenseman, able to spur the breakout a la Martin Brodeur or Patrick Waugh, two of the best to ever do it. But if you can do it a little too much, and this is only because I spent so many years watching Marc-Andre Fleury in Pittsburgh, as good as a goaltender as he was then and continues to be now, playing the puck was not a strong suit of his. And the Flower was due for a hiccup or two playing the puck about every month. So Papathanassiou able to do it sparingly. Liam Gormley is receiving some repairs as one of the other Gamecock netminders, Trip Russell, assists him from the side of the rink. Looks like a pad repair here for Gormley. He wears one of the new Brian's set of pads, and they've got, as the years have gone on, the number of straps on the pads have gotten lower and lower, and they've switched out the traditional leather strap and buckle for Velcro elastic strap. Easier to put on, takes about a fraction of the time, but the only thing is, at least as I've noticed over the past few years, is if there's a scramble in front or something like that, every once in a while the pad will pop off because it's not quite as secure. So if I were goaltender, that would be something that would stick out to me. Not sure if that's the deal with Gormley right now.
Well, we haven't seen any issues with it up to this point. He made a couple of great saves, one earlier where he slid all the way to his left to create that, or to stop that shot from going in the net, left the whole net open, but there were no white sweaters in sight, and Team Hoey caught a break. But Liam Gormley's been pretty good tonight so far through period number one.
That's the one thing about Gormley that could be a double-edged sword. He is on the smaller side, but because of that, he plays aggressively, comes out, challenges, breaks down the angles, and it helps him most of the time. The only problem is you get him moving laterally because he's so far out of the net. He has farther to go, so he has to push harder. And when he does get over, oftentimes you see him kind of overcommit, overpush, and he slides a couple of feet out of his crease. So if the play breaks down, maybe the puck goes off a leg or something like that, he's got a long way to go until he gets back to the net. Looks as though he's finally getting that pad back on. And I finally found the stats I was looking for. Noah Maddie last season didn't come on until perhaps the second half of the year. 3 goals and 3 assists for 6 points. Not bad for a first-year player, and if you could see him in practice, the way he works on the face-offs, and he's becoming more and more of a complete player, one of the more two-way forwards the Gamecocks have. The ideal third-line center, if there ever was one in the ACHA or at the collegiate hockey level. Second period underway. Gormley's got the repairs down, and he's tested for the first time as Evan Hoey almost deflected a puck past him. Turnover. Peak has it. As much as the game slowed down, we are right back to full throttle off the bat here. Peak banks it off the back of the goal. He's jousting there with Hoey. Gamecock president able to win the battle and dish this one off on the backhand to Sean Reed. Reed across the blue line now. Owen Thomas gathering speed down the right side. Nice move, and he's poke checked there. Solid defensive play by Quinn Higgins. For as often as Thomas can pull that move off, he tries it about 5 or 10 times more and he gets shut down. When it works, it's beautiful. When it doesn't, well, you end up looking a little foolish. And on that time, Higgins made Owen Thomas pay the price. But again, as I've said so many times, if there's ever a time to try those things, it is right here in the USCHL.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of fancy moves so far this season as well.
Pocket picked by Julian Reese. Sean Reed never saw him coming. He's able to quickly recover here, one of the stronger defensemen. Reed now the outlet pass to Owen Thomas, tries to use his breakout speed down the right wing. He gets the move there, a shot there. Oh, he rang it off the goalpost. Oh, Thomas almost made us eat our words here. Mecca on the ice now, fans on the chance as Kerry Neville forechecks him. Goes in behind the goal, centering pass. Robert Bio, it goes in between his legs. Able to whack it back in on the backhand pass. Quinn Higgins, it comes down to Noah Maddie. Jams it off the boards. Owen Thomas, check that. Joe Collega back on now to Bio. Long shot. Couldn't be deflected by Maddie. Mecca gallops after it. Looks like he's filling in on defense tonight as Mecca circles the wagons in behind. Shut down on the centering pass by Noah Kaplan. Puck rims around again. Far side boards taken by Team Hoey. Swiveled around. That sends Mecca after it. Mecca looking back to the point. Can it be held in? And no. Connor Mullen just a step too slow, and the cross-ice feed. Julian Reese picks it off. He's got a 2-on-1. Shut down by Mullen, though. Nice recovery, though Team Egan's not done. Blind pass. Egan has it. A shot there. Ricochets off the foot of Mecca. 12:44 to go. Bit of a dangerous move as toe dragging there was Ryan Feast on the turnover. Mullen out-muscled there by Egan along the far side boards. Two men lean on each other. Now the puck rolls free. Julian Reese has it. Strong in behind the goal. Watched by two defensemen. He's going to like to go back to the point, and that one rolls past the stick of Matt Owen. All the way back down. No icing as it was Team Egan that cleared it on themselves. Duncan Hickman and now pirouetting to get this one is Matt Owen. Ahead for Bolger. Nice cross-ice feed. He finds Julian Reese. No surprise there. Following on Egan, the shot there. He misses wide to the stick side of Gormley. Counter-attack. Here they come. Shane Wenzel with Mullen. Finds it on the backhand. He can't get a clean shot off. It's negated there by Bolger. And now Duncan Hickman out of the near side corner. Turned over again. Cross-ice feed. What a stop by Papathanassiou. And they score on the rebound. Oh, what a stop. You wanted him to make the second save, too. Brilliant opportunity. Way to stay with it there. Right on the doorstep. Looks like Connor Mullen will be credited with Team Hoey's second goal of the evening.
Yeah, unbelievable sequence there. First, Owen Thomas working down on the right wing. A nice in-and-out move and a shot that rang off the bar in an empty barn. Made a loud noise, a loud echo, and a loud move there as that was impressive from Thomas. And then Aris Papathanassiou, what a stretch to get his leg on that and pad that away, but a good finish and nice sticking to it of Connor Mullen to chip that one over and make it a 2-0 game.
Full extension by Papathanassiou. You know, I don't know why this is the first thing that popped in my mind, but the way snakes unhinge their jaws, I think Papathanassiou did the same thing with his hip there. That was superhuman.
Yeah, and I'm glad we have cameras back so we can see that.
Yeah. Just wish you could say he made the second stop, too. Brilliant offensive pressure by Team Hoey in this one. Michael Bolger on it now. Tries to feed one in front. Ian Powderly says thank you very much and dishes it up to the goal scorer. Well, the alleged goal scorer. We think it was Connor Mullen that tapped it home. Here's Powderly now. Backhand pass right in front. Thomas couldn't get it to go. It was laying right in front of the goal, and now here comes Bolger. Counterattack, 3-on-2 perhaps. Mullen getting back and negating the odd man rush, and the shot by Bolger goes off the foot of Anthony Amato. Long shot from the boards. That's going to be taken all day, every day by Liam Gormley. Low percentage shot by Jack Santoro. Gets the whistle in the face-off here. 10:08 to go in the middle frame.
Yeah, Team Egan's getting a lot of chances in the offensive zone. There was one sequence where Team Hoey just couldn't clear the puck, but they're just not making the best of those chances as Team Hoey a lot less in that category, but two more on the scoreboard.
Another offensive zone draw here for Team Egan. They can't win it directly off the face-off. And fortunately for Team Hoey, Robert Bio is able to move it to Sean Reed. Reed's going to take it himself. Bit of a dangerous play. A nice pass cross ice now to Noah Maddie. Spurs the offense. Maddie drops it back. Kalega's got room a shot, and it leaks through Papathanasiou. 3-0 Team Hoey. Brilliant passing play there by the Red Squad. Kalega is rewarded with a squeaker.
Yeah, and you keep pounding pucks on net. Eventually they're going to go your way, as I believe that's the last 2 shots in for goals for Team Hoey. And that one on the doorstep, Joe Kalega just sent that as hard as he could, and it found some space and eventually the back of the net.
Found that little leaky spot right under the glove, right on top of the pad. One of the tougher spots for goaltenders to cover. As Kalega chips this one in on the backhand, the goal scorer stays out there. Does battle in the corner as now 4 Team Egan players come together. They wrap it around the near side. Now it's Matt Owen to take it. Backhand pass up, intended for Ahlstrom. It's turned over, though. They give and go here at the blue line. Tries to sidestep Duncan Hickman. It would not go. Rolls in, and Papathanasiou gets the faceoff.
Yeah, nice play there by Robert Bio, stepping up to that puck and intercepting the pass before it got into the offensive zone, and then taking it into the offensive zone, and a nice spin move, but eventually that puck got to Papathanasiou so he could ice it.
We've often belabored the point that rosters change every day, and from a broadcasting perspective, it's a bit of a headache because you want to get all the names straight, as we've got an icing here that Rob Lawrence comes back to touch. We complain because we want to get the names straight. It's a little frustrating for us because we want to deliver the best product to you, the fans and viewers watching this game. But the one thing I will say about it is because the teams change almost every day, you never know what you're going to get. And this is the perfect example of that, is we were not expecting an end-to-end game just like this. What a treat it has become. And now Team Egan looking to counterattack. Nice skating there by Julian Reese. Pulls up, top of the circles, cross-ice feed. Egan's got a chance there. Nice defensive play there by Powderly. Wasn't going to give it to him easy. Way to come back there by the Gamecock senior. This one out off the boards. Nicely kicked by Hickman. He's able to actually keep the puck in. Egan has it on the backhand. Watched by Mecca. Stick handles around the official. Goes off the skate of Rob Lawrence. They've got it back, though. Loose puck in the slot, and DeFazio able to turn it over, though. Here's a chance, 3-on-1. Julian Reese's shot. Stopped by Gormley. The rebound batted out by Mecca. Point shot. Owen goes wide. Hits the boards behind the goal. After it is Hickman pinching down. It pops up in the air and too far for Ronan Egan. Cam Mecca has it, though he's bodied off it. Here's a chance in front. Alone. Egan tucks it in on the backhand. What a play. What a goal. And they're on the board. It's 3-1.
Yeah, that was really pretty, Dillon. Nice move there on the backhand. And again, Team Hoey can't clear that puck out of their defensive zone. A couple of chances, but the forecheck relentless from Team Egan, eventually winning that puck, and a nice setup for a great Ronan Egan goal. Just absolutely deked Liam Gormley out of his skates.
And that is exactly what the game plan has been for Team Egan all night. Just trying to suffocate the other team in the offensive zone, and they've just been time and time again just a second away from getting it to the point where they can finally get that last breakdown play and tuck one home. This time, they stay in the offensive zone long enough. They get rewarded, and we've got ourselves a hockey game now. It's 3-1. Team Egan has closed the gap.
Yeah, and in the first game of the USCHL, it was these two squads, and Team Egan ended up winning 7-1. Ronan Egan had a pair of assists and a goal in that one as well, and you can tell why he's the captain.
Yeah, he said he had more points than that, but we're trying to keep the stats here. He may have. I don't know. He said he had an extra assist or something like that.
It's a tough honor system to keep up with.
There was a stat board in the Gamecock locker room. It had Team Egan in first place. I mean, this was a couple of weeks ago, but it had Team Egan, or Ronan himself, the person Ronan, singular, in first place with 14 points, and then in second place was everyone else with 0. Not sure about the accuracy of that one, as this puck is settled down by Michael Bolger. Dumped back in, nice give and go there. Cross ice feed, it's Kerry Neville. Sees that one roll off the toe of his stick. He's pressured there by Kalega. Taken into the boards, Bolger minds it out. He's got a man coming. Yep, Quinn Higgins. Nice feed there. Higgins just couldn't handle the puck. He's going to send this one in front. Kalega almost has his pocket picked. Michael Peak trying to keep it in the offensive zone, and he does, though following on for Team Hoey was Kalega and now Owen Thomas. Too much for him. Trying to counterattack and get the puck out of the zone is Ahlstrom. Can't do it. Thomas keeps it in. Nice move around. And the defenseman Quinn Higgins was stepping up. Jack Ahlstrom bodied there by Joe Collega. Noah Matty on the puck now. Right in front. It goes off the skate of the defenseman, and Papathanassiou seals the pad against the ice and makes the save. 4:21 to go here in the second period. Team Egan still trails, but it's 3-1.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of positives from both squads here so far in this one. The only thing I've spotted on the negative side is the disability to clear the puck sometimes in defensive zones. Not a lot of clean clears and a lot of good forechecking.
There's a chance, Matty, right off the face-off. He was looking for Joe Collega. That was a clean win right there. They couldn't make the most out of it. Duncan Hickman, the defenseman, hopping up on the rush here for Team Egan. He's going to swipe this one back in, and it'll send, it looks like Jack Ahlstrom after it, but Cam Mecca easily bodies him off the puck, and now counterattacking Noah Matty. He wanted to feed Owen Thomas, but he could not do it. Now Cam Mecca's got to wait here. Slowly touching up is Noah Matty. Mecca relieved of control so that Team Egan can counterattack there, and nicely between the skates of Bio. Another turnover here. Amato has it. He's going to try to drive wide on Bio. Easily stick saved by Gormley, and he swipes that puck out of the air off the rebound. 3:17 to go in the middle frame.
Yeah, Gormley making it look easy. Nice positioning on that left side of the goal and popping it up with the stick right into the glove. And now we'll have a face-off in the Team Egan offensive zone.
It gets to be a bit of a dangerous spot for a goaltender because it's right in between where you would seal up against the post and kind of stay out and challenge a normal shot. Right in that kind of middle, that gray area. There's a lot of times if you see goaltenders give up soft ones from that steep of an angle, that's why. They're caught in between sealing the post and taking a normal stance along the either side of the blue paint. Gormley fought it off well that time. Icing is waved off as Matt Owen comes back to take this one. And both players go down in a heat. Play continues. Team Hoey battles for it right in front. A chance there. Mullen couldn't tap it home, and now a counterattack. Here comes Egan, 3-on-1 with Reese and Bolger. That's not what you want to see down the left wing. Egan a shot. He's going to miss the net. Had all kinds of options. Equally dangerous, Bolger and Reese, and Ronan missed the shot. Left wing, Bio fires one there, and it's paddled aside by Papathanassiou. Behind the goal, a centering pass again, taken over here by Team Egan. They will come back. A 3-on-2 develops. Julian Reese was able to bat the puck down. He's got to wait and skate over it. Not going to do it slowly as Team Egan was offsides, which gives Connor Mullen a chance to gallop across center ice. Couldn't get it into the offensive zone cleanly there. Taken away by Reese. He's got Bolger and Egan once again. Cross ice feed off the skate of Bolger. It was redirected on goal. Now following on Neville. Swipes it across. Near side, it's Reese. Quick wrister. Easily paddled away by Gormley. 90 seconds to go in the second period. Neville at center. Turned over. 3-on-1. Here's a chance. It's Mecca. 2-on-1 now, and he couldn't find Mullen. Mullen has it in the corner. A centering pass there. Won't go to Shane Wenzel. Maybe another opportunity for Michael Peak now. Down the left wing, watched by Hoey. His centering feed could not find Anthony Amato, but Amato gets it himself there out of the corner, although he's quickly stripped of control by Powderly. Ill-advised toe drag there by Powderly, but he gets away with it. Getting across center now. Wenzel has to come back. He wanted to go for a line change. Now it's Anthony Amato back the other way. Centering feed for Michael Peak. Can't bat this one down. Hoey loses control. He meets Michael Peak on the near side boards. Collega getting involved there with Amato and Peak. Hoey joins the fray. 2 aside and now 3 more. Nice little backhand pass. Doesn't find anybody for Team Egan. So it's Kerry Neville in front of his bench, able to just sweep this one back down low, where it can be taken by Rob Lawrence. Turned over. Peak has it right in front. Here's a chance. Amato. Nice shot by nice save by Gormley after the Amato shot. It was a dangerous opportunity. Amato just couldn't get a shot off in time. Now here's Dean Powderly trying to undress Kerry Neville. He does it, though he doesn't get a clean shot off. Nice defensive play, though. Chance in front, and Collega stopped point blank there by Aris Papathanassiou.
Yeah, big chance for Team Egan to start that offensive rush. Ronan Egan tries to go short side on Gormley and just skies it. And then after that, Kerry Neville pinching on a loose puck and making the right pass to Julian Reese, just a little astray, and that connection did not connect. And that will bring us to period number 3 with a Team Hoey lead.
And one of the things that has stuck out to me is, especially at the end of the second period, we saw 3 players consistently getting odd man rushes back down the other way for Team Egan, and it was Ronan, Julian Reese, and Mike Bolger. Reese and Bolger were kind of tied together for almost the entire season, if not the entire season. I can't think of a full game where they weren't on the same line with each other at some point. And Ronan Egan was typically on a line with Cam Mecca on his left and Owen Thomas, rather, on his right wing. Don't envision that line being broken up, but if it were to be broken up, I wouldn't be surprised to see Julian, Michael, and Ronan all on the same line.
Yeah, that speed just results in goals and points galore, as Reese, 25 goals, 15 assists for a total of 40 points. That's some math for you. Last season, which led the team and was the club record, and a lot of that is due to the speed he had to his left and right.
I mean, he's just he's a force to be reckoned with. Probably the strongest guy out there. He's got the speed to go with it, and Bolger not far behind him. Egan is more of the calculated playmaker, as he gives us a wave there from his bench. More players waving on now. Team Egan ready to go left to right here in the third period. Reese will start centering a line with Jack Ahlstrom and Noah Kaplan on his left wing. Kaplan's got the puck right now. He tries to split the defense. Kaplan a shot there. Gormley makes the blocker save. May have ricocheted off his stick as well. And now Julian Reese hard on that puck. As we said, he's got the strength to stay with it. Amato cannot. Kalega comes back, and it pops up in the air. Cross-ice feed from Ahlstrom was picked off by Kalega. Quick transition here. It's Owen Thomas down the right side. Nice move around Duncan Hickman. That'll keep the offense going here for Team Hoey. Sweeping it underneath, Joe Kalega. In deep, he's taken to task there by Matt Owen. And working it free now is Owen Thomas. Swiped away by Ahlstrom. Thomas fighting hard for it. He gets it into an open space. Not rewarded for his work, though, as nobody in a friendly sweater was there. Reese back the other way. Trying to climb their way back into this one. Julian and the rest of Team Egan trail 3-1 here, as we are just about a minute into this third period. Breakout pass by Owen Thomas would not connect there. Matt Owen misplays it, which gives Noah Matty an opportunity, as well as Joe Kalega. Here's a chance for Owen Thomas now, 1 man against 2. Tries to undress him himself, and again, Thomas is stuffed in between the hash marks. Ronan Egan now motoring on through center across the blue line. 1 man against 3. He's not going to win that battle. He will muscle Sean Reed off this puck, though. Ian Powderly can take over and relieve some of the pressure here for Team Hoey. He gets it right back after a failed attempt. 2-on-1. Powderly going to take it himself. Nicely poked away by Matt Owen. And now the counterattack continues one more time. Peak taken away there by Sean Reed. Bolger knew not to touch that puck. Good heads-up play by Bolger. Play continues. And it will be Team Hoey trying to break things out again. Reed, the soft little dish to Robert Bayo. Misplayed there. He was pinched in between Bolger and Egan. Fortunately for Team Hoey, they get this one out. Connor Mullen, 1 goal already tonight, down the left wing, one-handing it. Goes awkwardly into the boards there. And he is down. We will have a stoppage in play. He's on all fours, and he's back on his feet. That's good. It was a little scary moment there.
And those are always scary plays to watch when you blow a tire coming around that corner and end up sliding into the boards. Glad to see he's okay and shaking it off a little bit.
And it's just always that brief moment. You always got to ask yourself, you go down right on the goal line, you know you're going to hit the boards. Can you get yourself into a position that will, I guess, yield the least amount of pain? And I guess he did it there. He's going to stay on the ice here. Face off just outside the Team Egan zone. Julian Reese able to pull that puck between his skates, and he tries to feed Jack Santoro in the slot. He can't do it. Turning there, a shot goes wide by Amato. Ian Powderly watched by Amato, swatted out there. He's going to keep the puck with him. Powderly this time takes on Quinn Higgins. Back with Amato. Higgins dropped his stick. Now it's back in his hands, and he moves the puck to Julian Reese. Trying to burn Sean Reed down the left side. Here comes Reese going in on goal. Hesitates, and Gormley stones it with the pad. Rebound! He scores! Unbelievable strength by Julian Reese. Second time tonight, a brilliant save has been followed up by an even better goal.
Yep, you got it perfectly. A brilliant save there from Liam Gormley as he got over, spikes his stick a little bit, but made a spectacular save And again, the follow-up, just relentless from these offensive players. They stick with the puck and end up chipping it in to ruin a highlight level save.
Well, we'll have to check the tape on this one. It looked to me, although I am looking through a pretty dirty window from this angle, it looked to me as though Julian Reese was able to bat that puck out of the air. And if he did, I haven't seen anyone do that since, I don't know, Matthew Tkachuk last season. Jaromir Jagr had a famous goal against the Flyers all the way back, and I want to say 1997.
That's the end of the Clemson game in overtime last year.
Oh, yeah, Gator did it that way, but from the seat of his pants. Reese was on the ice when he was able to bat that in. 3-2 now. The deficit continues to shrink for Team Egan. They've got the momentum here in the third period, and they've got time on their side. 10:37 to go. They only need one more goal to tie it. And Hickman blows a tire and a little incidental slide tackle there on Rob Lawrence. And Mike Bolger is offsides as Hickman finally collects himself.
Yeah, Duncan Hickman's played pretty well tonight defensively. We saw some flashes of him when he was still an undergrad student here at South Carolina way back when, where he would pinch defensively and that puck would get in behind him and lead to fast breaks. But he's done a good job here so far this season.
Almost a turnover there by Hickman. Cam Mecca, look at him turn the wheels on here. Across the blue line, what's he going to do next? A quick shot there. Kind of rolls off the blocker of Aris Papathanasiou. And in behind the goal, Joe Collega takes over. Has a man in front. Won't get that pass off. Instead, he'll just roll it back to Mecca. The defenseman tonight for Team Hoey pinches in. Centering pass. Collega can't get a good stick on it thanks to Duncan Hickman. Collega puts Matt Owen into the boards. And now Mike Bolger takes over. Noah Kaplan drops it for Bolger, top of the circles. Nice move to himself, away from Rob Lawrence. Made some nice space there for the seam pass to Michael Peake. Oh, and it bounces free. Bolger almost scoots it in on the backhand. Back and forth, double or triple deflection right in front of the goal. Now Quinn Higgins has to stretch one up to Michael Peake. The rest of his line goes for a change. Rob Lawrence won't let the toe drag go. Gives to Evan Hoey, quick little breakout pass. Owen Thomas able to move this one up to the far side now. With numbers, although 4 men back for Team Egan. Red squad able to move this back out to the point, and it leaks under the stick of Evan Hoey. He shakes his head and motors back to get it. 1-4 checker. It's Amato. Sean Reed receives the D-to-D pass, and the breakout couldn't be settled down by anyone in a red sweater. Hoey tries to one-hand this one ahead. Shoots over it, and it will be taken back by Owen Thomas. His pass won't connect, and so Kerry Neville now. Higgins turned over. Powderly has a chance and a man going to the goal. Nice move by Powderly. Inside, outside. One move too many. Loose in front. They score on the rebound. Unbelievable. Powderly makes too many moves, loses the puck, and Shane Wenzel cleans it up for him right in front. 4-2 now.
Yeah, and some impressive moves from Powderly before he lost that puck. Something that we've seen all through the course of USCHL. Boy, that's a mouthful. We've seen it all season long. Didn't have the camera for some of his spectacular goals in the earlier weeks of the USCHL, but some nice moves there. Eventually that puck squeaks out for Shane Wenzel to put away.
I can still hear the puck cracking off the crossbar as he put it between his legs back in week 3. I mean, that was one of the more outstanding things I've seen in this building. But the deficit now for Team Egan is back at 2. 7.5 to go in the third period, though Team Hoey counterattacks and looks to make it 3 one more time. Sean Reed will turn this one over. Michael Peake intercepts and chips it past Powderly. Peake going to stay after it. He's going to draw Hoey towards him. Peake has it, moves it free into some open space, and picking it up off the boards will be Ronan Egan. Egan taken into the boards there by a pair of red sweaters. Joining the fray now. And bringing the puck back, Kerry Neville. Long wrist shot is easily patted aside by Gormley. It ends up and out of play. Right idea for Neville, but there was no traffic in front, so easy save and an easy clear there by Gormley.
Yeah, and Neville's played well here tonight on both sides of the puck. He's making the smart plays, and I like what I see from a lot of these young players and you've talked about it a little bit before, but it's going to be really interesting come January in 2021 to see what these rosters and lineups look like with all these new players coming in.
And Neville's shown that he can be a solid extra option on the back end, provide some offensive upside as well as far as driving the play. And now a jousting battle in front results in a puck in the far side corner. Mecca battling there with Ahlstrom. On to help him, and losing that puck, though, before swinging it back at the point was Jack Santoro. Mecca wristing this one hard. It kind of takes a double bounce. Can Kerry Neville keep it in? Yes, he does. Good hustle there by 5 in white. Mullen sweeping this one on. He didn't get all of it, but it ends up working out as it can be taken in stride by Joe Collega. Easy shot, kicked aside there by Aris Papathanasiou. Mullen with it down low. Tries to send one back up high, and Mecca can't get to it. Gormley has the puck. Plays this one nicely, though. It does hop over the stick of Robert Baio. And Noah Maddie, oh, I thought he had it. Noah Maddie looked to beat out the icing. Maddie thought he beat out the icing. We thought he beat out the icing. The official rules otherwise, and so 5:15, the puck goes all the way back down into Team Hoey Real Estate.
And sometimes when you see an icing like that where it looks like the other team beat it out, early whistle, you'll see a center ice face-off to kind of forgive the situation, not the situation here.
Had one of those last week, I think. Maddie is off the ice now. Bolger trying to win it forward off the drop. Matt Owen does a nice job to keep it in. Defensemen playing their off-handed sides right now. Sticks facing the middle of the ice, more suited to one-timers rather than keeping the puck in along the boards. Matt Owen's got it now. Pushes it back down low. Nice feed in front. Gormley makes the save. Kaplan had Julian Reese wide open along the back goalpost. Could have been an easy tap in there for 9 in white. Oh, it takes a fortunate bounce. Here's Reese, a one-timer, and it got the stick of the defenseman. Oh, Reese can't believe it. His eyes were as big as dinner plates. He wanted that one.
Yeah, that looked like Robert Baio, who got his stick in the right spot at the last possible second. A wind-up shot from right out in front, and Baio spoils it by getting enough on it to send it out of play.
Back to the point after the faceoff when Matt Owen cranks one wide. It flops off the boards. Gormley gets a glove on. He's going to let this thing go, though. Interesting choice there. Tapped wide, tipped in front, big save, rebound, and it goes wide. Amato can't center this one in front. Got to question the decision by Gormley to play that puck. He's got to be questioning it himself, and now it's wristed all the way back down by Baio. This one will certainly, now it's not an icing. Well, there's your makeup call, Zach. Thomas beats it right in front of centering feet, and Papathanasiou shuts it down. Save of the game there. Putting that one in context, 4-2. He keeps the score with 3:24 to go in the third.
Yeah, and Liam Gormley lucky on the other end. His defense really bailed him out after he played that puck. A couple of chances, and he came way off his line. Had an open goal. If Team Egan could have tried the wraparound attempt, but too many red sweaters out there to keep that puck out in front of the slot, and a fortunate bounce for Team Hoey.
Clean face-off win by Noah Maddie. We talked about him in a third-line center role this season. He seems to be cementing that as play goes on here. Maddie behind the goal. Pushes things free now for Ian Powderly. Does battle with Quinn Higgins. Wristed off the boards by Peak, held in by Hoey. Bounces over the stick of Powderly, who has the puck, puts on the brakes. Centers one in front. It can't get to Noah Maddie. Powderly tries to snake that one between the legs of Higgins. Team Egan getting bunched up along the far side boards. Results in a turnover and a hammer from Evan Hoey. Hits the Team Egan goaltender up high, and he freezes for a faceoff.
And team captain Evan Hoey having some fun with the Team Egan bench after that slap shot.
Oh, he's going to switch sides here, play the center point right now, looking for the one-timer off the draw. He won't get it because Team Egan wins it. Ronan looked like he toe-picked a little bit there, almost lost his edge. Egan battling with Hoey, getting a stick in the midsection. Oh, and they snagged each other on that one. Now back the other way, a counterattack for Team Egan. Ronan accidentally on purpose took one of their defensemen out of the play. Here comes Kerry Neville. Anthony Amato into the corner. Hoey has gotten back. He's stationed himself in front of Gormley. The scrum continues down to our right. Peak able to muscle his way free. Papathanasiou goes to the bench. Extra attacker on, right in front. Kick save by Gormley. He keeps it at 4-2. 90 seconds to go in the third period. Team Egan needs a pair. This one sent down the ice. And coming back to touch up, Carey Neville. And the clock stops at 1:25.
Always know the game's good when that clock stops late. And we've had a couple of those with Team Hoey so far this season. But this has been a great game all around, through and through, really competitive, really back and forth. And Team Egan is getting some offensive chances and some momentum here late. So we'll see if they can pull this one out with 1:25 to go.
Reese can't win the offensive zone draw. It's swept up by Sean Reed, though Reese gets it back after a fortunate bounce. 6 attackers on, vacant net down to our left. Bolger has it, doesn't hesitate, goes back for Reese. Left wing face-off circle he's doubled up on and moves it back down low for Peak. Now Reese, back to Peak. Reese wants it, has it, walks in, fires one, it goes wide. Off the boards, Team Egan has it off the rebound. It's Peak one more time. Back down low, taken now by Santoro. Center point, Peak. Reese has it, 54 to go, they need 2. Into the slot, it's knocked down, Bolger has it. Reese wants the one-timer, will he get it? He's got the puck. Dishes it back onto Bolger. Sweeping, up high, looking for a lane. Finds a seam there, and it can't be taken by Santoro. Still has the puck. Higgins at the point. Back now for Bolger, right wing face-off circle. They've got the cycle, they just need a shot. Bio down low. Santoro off the bump pass from Reese. Back down in front. Santoro's got a shot. It rolls up on him. Taken now by Collega. Can he get it out? It bounces up off the helmet of Quinn Higgins. Swept on by Sean Reed. And with 21 seconds, they'll move this one back out to center. And is taken by Kaplan down towards the empty net. He misses it wide. And circling back for this one will be Santoro. 10 seconds to go. Chip back up. It'll be battled for in front of the penalty box. One last gasp here, though. It's shut down right away. Sean Reed gets it free. And Team Hoey survives. They take down Ronan's squad by a score of 4-2. And Team Hoey advances to 3-4 on the season. Team Egan dropping now to 3-4 as well.
Yeah, and that was an electric end to the game. And in this league, you don't see as many power plays because there aren't as many aggressive penalties as we'd see in a normal collegiate hockey game. But it's good to see that with that extra man, Team Egan looking crisp as ever, getting that cycle rotated, clean passes. They couldn't get that shot off because Team Hoey was blocking the lanes. Good execution on both ends and a really good game to open the doubleheader here tonight.
Well, we're good for one barn burner a night, it seems. Let's hope that Team Peters and Team Mecca aren't the slow game. Cam's got to catch his breath, and we will do the same. We're going to send you to a break in between games here. When we come back, Team Peters and Team Mecca in the 10:30 slot game. I believe that's the time. Here on the Capital City Sports Network, presented by SGTV. Welcome back to the Capital City Sports Network. We are moments away from Game 2 here in week number 7 of the USCHL. Team Peters against Team Mecca. Team Peters leading the USCHL 4-1-1, 9 points. Team Hoey and Team Egan, after the conclusion of their game, now tied with 6 points each. Team Mecca in 4th place with 5 points, 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. Though if Team Mecca can get the win tonight over Team Peters, they would leapfrog Egan and Hoey and could possess 2nd place. And we've got a goal right off the hop here. I was looking down at the stats. 10 seconds into the hockey game, puck leaks through Trip Russell, and Team Peters has a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, not the ideal start there. 10 seconds into the game. And we've seen some quick starts in the USCHL,
That's
but
gotta
nothing
be the
like
quickest.
that. Yeah, we were hoping this one is going to be like the game that was just played prior, but boy, a quick start and another opportunity here.
Oh, Greeley's shot stopped by Russell, but the rebound leaked through almost on goal. So if you've been with us for 10 seconds, you've seen a goal already. Cam Mecca has it now with a team bearing his name. Rob Lawrence goes D-to-D now with Parker West, and he connects with Dillon Greeley, who nicely chips it into the offensive zone. Hunter Jackal swinging back to take this one. Team Mecca, as always, in the grays. Team Peters wearing black. And now Mike Bolger in his 2nd consecutive hockey game tonight dishes this one up to Cam Mecca down the left side. He's got Jackal in the slot. It goes between his skates. Now DeChico shoots one. It's turned aside by Trevor Corsello. Robert DeChico, we apologize to his family, had a discussion in practice about the spelling and pronunciation of his name. There was an extra I printed on the rosters that we have. So we've gone from DeCiccio to DeChico, which, as far as I know, is the proper pronunciation. I'll ask him again after this game just to make sure. But now it's Rob Lawrence filling in this game for Team Peters. This one thrown ahead and kicked there by, looks like Jacob Thompson. And sliding there to make a diving block is Rob Lawrence again. Solid defensive play. Moved back underneath Cam Mecca. Been on the ice for 2 full minutes now. At the point and crossing over. Seth Thompson chipped in by Kananen. And Avery Pruden now. As this puck roll back in behind him, Joe Bessemer will catch up with Duncan Hickman, playing in his 2nd consecutive game. Long shot, chip from the point. That one sent wide of the goal by DeChico. Chipped up, and now Sam Smith has it. Smith, a little miscommunication there with Hickman. That will send Colin McHale. And now Thompson again, dropping it back. Seth Thompson for Team Mecca. After the early 1-goal lead for Team Peters, things have kind of slowed down here. Hickman off the dasher. Underneath for Parker West. Too much for him. Joe Bessemer now. 11 in gray, joined by Jacob Thompson behind the goal. Bessemer's got the puck. Knocked away by Joe Foray. And behind the goal, Colin McHale, rather. Can't come away with it. Parker West going to flutter one into the offensive zone. It was stepped on. Worked free and moved back out there. Chance by Zach Kananen trying to clear the zone. Jacob Thompson ahead now for Bessemer. Receives it, gains the red line, and throws a skipping puck there. Wide on the stick side of the goaltender for Team Peters, Trevor Corsello. Chris Kreider now streaking down the right wing. He's got Bolger in his face there. Bolger. Now it's Matt Owen. Right in front. The puck flutters up into the air. Chris Kreider back now, Matt Owen. Underneath Kreider one more time. Looking back to the point. Rob Lawrence walks the line, dishes back low. Kreider off his skate, backhands this one in. That'll send Matt Owen after it. 7 in black there. It's Robert DeChico. Owen. Hounded by Jackal. Now it's taken by Bolger. Nice battle there by Bolger, and he will win it. Up ahead now, Mecca's got some speed. He's got Bolger and Gerard Burke going down the left side, and he centering past Burke. Bolger turning shot, turned aside by Corsello. That play came out of nothing. It looked like it would never materialize. Corsello forced to make a pretty good save. DeChico from the blue line, sending this one underneath for Sam Smith. Rimming this one around, Parker West. And an accidental breakout pass there. Drew Toten had a brilliant opportunity. He's back now to his feet. DeChico separates him from the puck. And a nice break there for Team Mecca. Drew Toten, one of the more dangerous guys, could have been coming down on a breakaway. Sam Smith cleans things up. Parker West now, we approach the 10-minute mark. 1-0 to score. Thanks to a goal 10 seconds in from Team Peters. Greeley given a rough ride along the boards there by Jackal. He's got the puck, little stutter step. Greeley dishes it back down low. Sam Smith, and the centering pass is shut down. Bolger at the end of a long shift. He's got Bessemer far side. Bolger keeps it in, cutting towards the slot. Nice pass, Bessemer, backhander. Can he tuck it in? And he scores. What a passing play by Mike Bolger and Joe Bessemer. Team Mecca ties the game at 1.
Yeah, that was a really nice play there. And Bessemer, a great finish, cutting from the right side out across the slot and forcing the goalie to come all the way with him, staying patient and then tucking it home when he found the space. Really nice goal from Joe Bessemer and really nice passing from Team Mecca to tie this game up.
What a feed by Bolger. Now right off the faceoff, Team Peters trying to run it back the other way. And out comes down to our left. Another opportunity for Bessemer. Shepherded into the boards there. Firmly hit there by Avery Pruden. Rob Lawrence, perhaps. It is Lawrence and a delayed penalty. That'll send the goaltender to the bench. Extra attacker on. Thompson. His shot denied. Thompson dishes this one back in and is touched by Duncan Hickman. And the official will send Rob Lawrence to the box. The first power play of the night as Rob Lawrence gives Joe Bessemer a tap to say, sorry, bud.
Yeah, and not too many penalties in the USCHL, but who else than Bob Lawrence to take one here? Did he lead the team in penalty minutes last year?
You would think, but that distinction would, believe it or not, actually belong to Cam Mecca. Mecca with 51 penalty minutes last season. Lawrence was not far behind, 47 of them, although nobody's touching Brian Soares' 73 penalty minutes set back in 2018-19. Centering feed here on the power play. It's turned over. 2.5 up on the board now. 9-0 tries to race back shorthanded. He's got his pocket picked by Bessemer, and he is feeling it tonight. Joe Bessemer, right-handed shot comes in. Toe drags around Duncan Hickman. Hickman got enough on that one to roll it free. Parker West flips that one up, and looks like Ronan Egan is on the ice now. 2 in gray. Gets it back. A surprise player here for Team Mecca. Tries to feed Jacob Thompson. Egan wearing Ryan McGowan's number 2 in gray. And now Seth Thompson's shot is blocked partially by Parker West. Trickles on goal, and Corsello gets the faceoff.
Yeah, after the quick start from Team Peters, where we saw nothing but offense in their end, it's been the other way around. Team Mecca trying to get some chances here against Trevor Corsello. And after scoring that goal and now the power play, momentum has shifted as Team Mecca looks to strike again.
1:20 left on the power play here. Rob Lawrence in the box, 2.5 minutes for roughing. Colin McHale sends this one back low for Cam Mecca. Waiting at the point, DeChico. He'll get the puck and walk the line. DeChico lets one go. Punched aside by Corsello. He punched it right back into the slot, and Chris Kreider is able to sidestep Hunter Jackal and tap this one back in, though it goes off an official. This brings a shorthanded chance for Dillon Greeley. Poked off his stick by Cam Mecca. DeChico feeds Mecca there. Goes off his skate and his stick as well. Fluttering puck to Kreider. Now back for Wes. And the penalty killing unit. Nice job by Wes there to hesitate and throws that one that bounces awkwardly off a stanchion. Now onto the tape of DeChico one more time. Serpentining his way up through the neutral zone. From the left wing now to the right. Defenseman leading the rush now. Swinging things, creating space, trying to center one in front. Here comes Mecca. Looks to give it back to DeChico. Mecca holds. Now finds DeChico off his skate. Hickman now counterattacks. 3-on-2 shorthanded here for Team Peters. 12 seconds left on the penalty to Rob Lawrence. Thrown back underneath. Cam Mecca picks things up, and Lawrence soon to be released. Signified by the tapping of the goaltender stick by Trevor Corsello. 0 for 1 on the power play so far tonight is Team Mecca. Shanked back in there by Joe Foray. DeChico tries the breakout pass. Had to be flagged down there by Bolger. DeChico chops this one back through at center ice. Gains the red line, sends it in. and goes for a line change. Lawrence out of the box sends that one that bounces again off a pane of glass and a stanchion awkwardly. Jackal tries to feed Gerard Burke. Joe Foray wristing this one back in and sends Jackal on to chase. Now as a turnover, Sam Smith has an opportunity here. Taken off the puck there by Gerard Burke. Bouncer settled down at the line and wristed back in by Lawrence. Foray after it. He meets there with Jackal. 2 men, 1 puck. They've got it. It's Hunter Jackal out off the boards to be held in by Lawrence, and it goes between the wickets. That sends Bessemer after it. Corsello coming way out to play it. It's turned over, though. Burke has to wait for Bessemer to touch up. He does. Gerard Burke looking for help from Ronan Egan. He sweeps this one on the backhand. Egan can't get it there. Nicely played away by Parker West. Out at the red line. D-to-D pass, Zach Conanan, where it's taken there by Seth Thompson. Watched there, and almost having his pocket picked by Nick Shotkoski. This one picked up by Bessemer. He's got to turn around here. Pirouette at the blue line. Cutting in towards the slot. Bessemer, now Burke. Nice toe drag there at the top of the circles, though it would not go. And now it's Kreider gathering speed. Trying to drive wide here on Thompson. Chris Kreider, toe drag, would not go again. And thrown back out where Rob Lawrence can start again at center. Duncan Hickman bringing things on now for Team Peters. 4:09 to go. His chance is stopped. Ronan Egan shuts that one down. It's recycled back down low to Chris Kreider. Underneath now, Matt Owen swivels. Looking back to the point, has his pocket picked now by Egan. Egan underneath where it can be taken there and moved down off the boards, though it's held in by Rob Lawrence. Given up and right back now, Zach Conanan gaining the blue line. Look, he's got all 5 players, makes a nice move here. Trying to find Bessemer in front, and he fans on the attempt. What a play by Zach Conanan. How did he find his way in behind all 5 of Team Peters skaters? An awkward shot bounces in on Russell, and he lunges out to cover it up for the faceoff. Another awkward play, and Trip Russell gets the stoppage here inside 3.5 to go in the first. Tied at 1.
Yeah, and some more offensive opportunities for Team Mecca. We talked in Game 1 about the confidence of some of the new goalies on playing the puck. Corsello, a dangerous play earlier, coming out to play the puck, and he sent it straight to Gerard Burke, who played a really smart play, knew his teammate was offside, so he was patient and created an offensive chance. And, yeah, then that pass from Cunanan to set up a beautiful shot opportunity for Bessemer.
DeChico trying to step in. Colin McHale follows on, sends one in front. DeChico battling there with Rob Lawrence. The puck is rolled up the boards. Near side Mecca stepping into the slot. Can't get it away from Matt Owen. Poked at there, and now swiveling Dylan Greeley. Oh, has his pocket picked there. A nice poke check by McHale. Greeley with speed. Sends a crisp pass up to Matt Owen. Crosses paths there with Toten. Greeley's got the puck. Sharp angle, dropping it back. A shot there, and Trip Russell got his glove on it. He robs Drew Toten of a sure goal. Nice little creativity there, give and go with Greeley. Mecca trying to spark the rush back the other way for his club. Weaving into the offensive zone around Owen. Forgot the puck, though, at the blue line. Shakes his head in frustration, and now Rob Lawrence has it behind the goal. 2:05 to go. Goals from Joe Bessemer, and, well, we've got a question mark on the goal sheet because Zach and I didn't even get a chance to look up before the first goal was in the back of the net. McHale now backhands this one ahead. It's swatted back down by the right hand of Hickman. Hand pass will be called. Face-off most likely right in front of us in neutral zone. Now it'll go defensive zone. My apologies.
Yeah, and let's head back and talk about that save from Trip Russell. What a glove save there on the drop-off pass working in from Greeley. Right on the edge of the crease, a shot out in front. And somehow Trip Russell gets over and gets enough glove on it to make a beautiful save and keep this game tied.
Great save. It's one of those opportunities. He actually bailed himself out here as we drop the puck and play will continue. Hoey's shot there gets double deflected and still ends up wide. Zach Conanan back in the neutral zone. Release valve. Safe play back to Hoey. Turned over off the stick now, and Sam Smith a shot stopped by Russell. He got it with the pad. Doesn't look like that's how he meant to make the save, but he's made it. Russell made some key saves, though he has looked a little uneasy in the early goings of this first period. Team Mecca has this one ahead. It's Ronan Egan. Down the left side, pulls up, gains some space for himself. He sent Avery Pruden about 5 feet away from him. Bolger turning away now from Duncan Hickman. 43 seconds to go. Tries to feed it back to Hoey. He can't hold it in. Gives it back to Bolger. Team Mecca has to touch up. Nice play to himself by Michael Bolger. And now he has the sheet to himself to try and wind things up. Bolger elects to go the right wing route, curling to the backhand, loses it. Can't get it back now. Rejected, and it'll bounce back out to the feet of Shotkoski. Tries to undress Hoey and go around him. He elects to bump the defenseman off the puck instead. Coming back now and bailing Hoey out is Kananen. Off the boards, Ronan Egan has some troubled waters to navigate. Now finds himself back in the neutral zone, 1 against 2. And that will do it for the first period. One last play there by Avery Pruden. Even at 1 through 20 minutes, Bessemer has the goal for Team Mecca. We know that for sure. Mike Bolger, the assist on that one. Bolger and Bessemer have been two of the more prominent play drivers for Team Mecca throughout this first period.
Yeah, and now you talk about Team Mecca, the team shifting around. You have 3 team captains on Team Mecca right now against Team Peters, and it's still a pretty even fight through 1. Both teams with really good chances offensively and some good defense and goaltending as well. So excited for period number 2 here as things start to heat up.
Corsello and Russell haven't been tested quite as often as Papathanasiou and Liam Gormley were in the early goings of their game. Made some solid saves. Though the first one on Russell, again, as we got to glance up at the last moment, could have been a little leaky. We don't want to condemn him right off the hop. Although I will say that glove save we've been talking about so much, it was a drop pass. Russell seemed to overcommit on it to his right, had to lunge back to the left, go full extension to make the glove save. It was a brilliant glove save, but in that instance, it looked like Russell kind of did it to himself.
Yeah, not a position you want to be in from the start, but still great recovery from Russell. And if you're going to put yourself in that position, you might as well bail yourself out. Great play there from the netminder.
Both Russell and Gormley, two of the more athletic goaltenders to come through South Carolina. The trick now is just getting the positioning and the more fundamentals down. They've got the tools in the toolbox. Just trying to fine-tune them. And the Gamecocks could have a real 1A, 1B goaltending situation. Second period underway. Team Peters now moves right to left. It leaks through Avery Pruden, and Corsello does not hesitate to come out and play that puck. Up to Duncan Hickman, spurs a rush, though it's turned over, and Bolger battles after it. Coughs it right back up to Matt Owen and slides things ahead for Chris Kreider. Nice saucer pass is able to be skated into there by Dillon Greeley. He's separated by the puck by DeShico, and Trip Russell makes an easy save there on Kreider. Mecca overskates that one. It bounces now. Offensive opportunity. Matt Owen down the right wing, shoots one. Easy save. Russell the rebound right in front. Russell makes the second save, and he lays on top of it. Duncan Hickman couldn't corral that puck and get a clean shot off.
Yeah, and a bit of a changeup on Trip Russell. As he made the initial save, he had to push over to get to the other side of the goal crease. And while doing that, that off-speed puck off the stick of Hickman ends up in the pad of Trip Russell.
Another instance, a good save by Russell right off the hop, but he kicks that rebound right to Duncan Hickman, practically begging him to sling it right back at him. Kreider off the turnover again. Mecca trying to make up for it. Moves back in. DeShico pressuring Matt Owen. Mecca rolls the puck free. It's stopped at the wall by the skate of Owen. Rolls now to Greeley. Has a chance right in front. Backhander, and Russell swipes it up with the glove. And he's feeling it now in the second period.
Yeah, and you talked about it last game, that short side opportunity on the backhand there. Maybe a little bit of space from Trip Russell, but he shut it down with the glove. Nice play from Russell yet again to keep this game tied.
Russell has a tendency to maybe drop that glove back a little bit. Does a solid job keeping his hands right out in front of him, cutting down the angle, and giving the puck nowhere but the glove to go. Defensive draw won by Team Mecca, though. Drew Toten forces a turnover. Pressured by, as Zach said, one of the 3 team captains on this team. Russell makes the save, and he coughs up the rebound again, overcommitting to his right to make that save. Jackal backhanding this one up the boards. Can't be taken out by Bessemer. Long shot slung wide there by Parker West, who taps his stick in frustration. Drew Toten into the slot. Has a chance. Dishes it back for West. Center point. Wrist shot. Doesn't get on goal. Follow-up chance there. Ends up on the stick of Sam Smith. Still, Smith with it down low. For right now, Lawrence. Cross ice feed to the point west. Double deflection. Russell battles through the screen and makes a nice save there. Looks like a simple save, but that one takes a little bit of extra effort by the Team Mecca goaltender.
Yeah, and you start getting tired when more and more pucks are coming on net. A long offensive shift here for Team Peters. Trip Russell coming up big so far.
Offensive zone draw cannot be won this time by Team Peters. Splits the defensemen of Wes and Lawrence. Wes rolls this one ahead. It will not be touched by Joe Foray, therefore result in an icing. And play will move 200 feet to our right, now in the offensive zone for Team Mecca.
Now let's see what Team Mecca can do after that strong defensive stand. Come up empty in the score column for Team Peters after a lot of offensive possession. Team Mecca with a chance at the other end, and we'll see if they can capitalize on a goalie that hasn't been tested in a while.
It was the first real solid offensive foothold for either one of these teams in this hockey game. And right off the hop, Team Peters gets it right back, though the pass in the neutral zone wouldn't connect, so Jackal slings this one back in. No icing, Rob Lawrence on it now. Sweeps it up, Hunter Jackal riding down from his point, trying to send that one through. It goes in behind the goal, Parker West on it now. Sending this one through, it goes off the toe of Shotkoski's stick. Jackal plays it off the boards, and coming back now, swinging is Jacob Thompson in his own zone. Breakout feed, Thompson to Jackal. Offensive zone, left wing, goes around Parker West. Jackal lumbering now. Throwing this one, it was intended, I believe, for Colin McHale, but it would not get to him, though off a turnover, Mecca has it. Off the reverse, looking back to the point, Mecca still going to hesitate, dragging two defenders with him and slinging this one back in for Bessemer. Pass on, McHale in front, no one home. Redirects off a defenseman, Parker West now. Gets hooked by Bessemer, play continues. Nice feed across the ice here for Chris Kreider into the offensive zone. Has West behind the goal. Kreider feeds him. It's West. Sharp angle hits the goalpost there. Trip Russell got the shoulder on it as well. Mecca now tries to chip this one back out. It hops over his stick, though it, fortunately for him, comes back and bounces off his skate. He tries to feed Bessemer. Can't do it cleanly. Avery Pruden swooping in, fresh from the bench. Another Team Peters defenseman, 4 in black. Tries to feed Drew Toten. It is tipped on goal by Toten. No icing. Russell gives this one off for Kananen. Inside 9.5. Call it 9:43. 1-1 the score. As this one is rolled back in. Drew Toten on it. Picked up Greeley. Sharp angle shot turned aside by the pad of Russell. Easily seals the post there. And this one is tipped up over the short glass and comes to rest just behind the head of equipment manager Emma Moore. Although that is not her first tangle with a puck out of play. She barely even flinches anymore.
She's used to it by now. But right now, Trip Russell putting on a show so far, getting tested again in his defensive zone. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Avery Pruden can't capitalize on the D-to-D pass. He was looking for the one-timer. Dylan Greeley has it now behind the goal. Trying to do battle there with Ronan Egan. It rolls now Drew Toten. Greeley again. Those two have hooked up a couple of times. Centering pass looking for Matt Owen. Greeley can't do it. Greeley, pirouette right in front. Creates a chance there, and Toten fans on the far side chance. Toten centering in front and rolls off the stick of Greeley. Mecca collects it and quickly skates it back to center. Mecca pinballing in between two players. It was Pruden and Greeley. Pruden with the puck now behind the goal. Tries to stretch one. It'll go all the way back down for an icing. Faceoff will come down to our right. We talked about Julian Reese and Mike Bolger were tied together. Their success came in pairs all season this year. If I had to draw a comparison to them for some of the new guys, I think it would be Drew Toten and Dylan Greeley for Team Peters. They've stood out the most as a dynamic duo.
Yeah, both of them have been really good. Greeley, that last play there, spinning around to put his back to the rest of the defense and creating an open slot pass. It didn't connect, but it was a beautiful play and really smart play by Dylan Greeley.
Joe Bessemer, another one of the standout players for Team Mecca. A goal tonight. He's good for a handful of points every night. Consistent offensive threat. As now Avery Pruden sees a ton of room open up for Sam Smith, but he just cannot hang on to that pass. Team Peters starts capitalizing and connecting on these cross-ice passes. You're going to see the score run up pretty darn quick. Hoey behind the goal. Fortunately finds DeShico, and this one skips away. It's Colin McHale. A shot save made by Corsello with the left pad. Rebound hopped over the stick of McHale. Back out to center. Nice home run pass there, I believe, by DeChico. This one thrown back in now. Behind the goal, Avery Prudent. Bounces that one off the boards now to Duncan Hickman. Has to make a quick play there. Joe Foray, now Chris Kreider. Trying to drive wide, gets the shoulder inside on DeChico. Hasn't gotten away from him fully yet. McHale now in his defensive zone. Batted away there by Sam Smith. One-handed poke by Bolger. And Team Peters finally removed from the offensive zone. No, coughed right back up. Parker West down Main Street, and he fires it over the crossbar. Another turnover there by Team Mecca. They can count their lucky stars that it is not a 2-1 hockey game. Jacob Thompson, right wing, takes a spill. Delayed penalty. Finally touched up by Rob Lawrence. And, is it going to be Lawrence or Nick Shotkowski going to the box? Well, it's got to be someone. No one seems to want to claim responsibility. Or was it an offsides? Well, this is embarrassing.
We'll roll with the latter. It looks like it's going to be an offsides, but I will say Colin McHale, that long stretch pass to him, perhaps one of the best chances of the game for Team Mecca. I don't know if he knew how much room he had after he controlled the puck because he went with a shot first, no dekes, straight forward, and Corsello shut it down.
Nice cross-ice feed. Ronan Egan tries to get a little fancy with the pass reception. And to clarify the confusion, as a player took a spill, Ronan's going to try to tuck this one in. I thought it was a delayed penalty for trip, for a tripping just outside the Team Peters blue line. And as we have established, thanks to Zach here, just your run-of-the-mill offsides. So we continue at 5-on-5. Breakout pass. It ricochets there off DeChico. Now it's a chance here for Shotkowski. Has Matt Owen, takes the shot. Russell makes the save, and he tries to feed Owen, who fans on an open net opportunity. Nice play to scoop this one up and out of the zone. Ronan Egan to Joe Bessemer. He's got Gerard Burke with him. 2-on-1. Bessemer tries to feed Burke, and he can't bat it out of the air. That puck was at waist level. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Still tied at 1. Lumbering back the other way, Rob Lawrence. Crosses paths with Toten. Lawrence going to hang on to the puck here. Doubling back and feeding this one. Too far for Drew Toten, and now it's Dillon Greeley. Greeley, top of the circles, winding his way back from the point. Has a lane and shoots one up and over the bar. Toten, far side, ain't a shot, he scores. Right place, right time. Drew Toten tucks it home and makes it 2-1.
And there's that Greeley-Toten combination you were talking about earlier. Greeley working it, looping it all the way up the near side, up towards the blue line, and creating room for himself to take that shot from the blue line. It goes over the net, off the boards, and as you said, right place, right time for an easy tap-in to make this game 2-1.
Not the way they drew up the play. Greeley had manufactured enough time and space for himself. He's just trying to snipe one over the glove of Russell. He misses the goal, but a fortunate bounce ends up right off the boards and onto the tape of Dillon Greeley for an easy tap-in. Nothing Trip Russell can do on that one. Bolger going to counterattack here, and he's got some speed, though. It's nicely poked off his stick by Duncan Hickman. Mecca turns it over, though. Mecca's shot there. It's stopped by Corsello, goes up over the netting. May have caught the iron or the side of the net as well. Nice opportunity by Mecca.
Yeah, really good forecheck there to steal that puck back. And Cam Mecca speeding in. Quick shot on Corsello, and Corsello, quick reaction to get enough on it to send it over into the net.
Cam Mecca wins this offensive zone draw. Hunter Jackal fires one that's punched aside by Corsello. Move back underneath. Mecca has it on his backhand. Controlling. Sidestepping Chris Kreider, getting low. Solid edge work by Cam Mecca in the corner. Now it's Bolger. Goes heel to heel. Sends the puck back to Jackal. He fires that one off the skates of Bolger. I think he was just trying to send it in and around, and 9 in gray was in his way. Mecca gets taken down. Play continues. Jackal sends it back for Bolger between his legs. Getting a little too fancy there. Drew Toten going to make him pay the price. Chris Kreider toe drags around Bolger. And now has it into the offensive zone. Drops it off. Toten has Greeley with him. Open net. Greeley healed it. Couldn't get a clean shot away. Toten still looking for Greeley. Has it in the slot. Turns around. Fires one. Russell makes the save, and the rebound cleared aside by Kananen. Hickman at the point. Sweeps one. Poked away there by Bolger, who blocks the shot. Rouse around in front, and it'll roll in on goal. Trip Russell ices the play down here. 2:26 to go.
Yeah, Dillon Greeley holding that stick over his head. He knew he had a golden chance right there. That pass beautifully executed right to his stick, and he just hit the ice before he got the puck and sent that one wide. A wonderful opportunity from Dillon Greeley and another great offensive possession for Team Peters.
Sam Smith taking this draw. They win it back, and it's held in nicely there by Parker West. Dripped in behind Evan Hoey, where Sam Smith can get after it. Drop this off for Joe Foray. Back to Smith. Has a man in front, Koski. Instead goes back to the point to Rob Lawrence. Long shot, knocked down. Bessemer on and off his stick. Now to Koski, who's taken into the boards by Hoey. Foray. Now Smith, far side. Sends one into the slot. It goes just past the skate of Russell. Bessemer on this one. Lifts the stick there by Koski, and now out to center. Lawrence off the skate of West, and it can't be touched by Koski. Delayed offsides, and Evan Hoey has this one across to Thompson. Seth Thompson gains the red line. Pushes one on goal that's easily sticked aside by Corsello. You saw how far out he came there. Underneath now for Parker West. Kind of stumbles as he makes the pass there. Joe Foray able to get it ahead to Sam Smith and only out to center. Long shot wristed in there as we hit the 1 minute mark here in the second period. Parker West off the D-to-D feed. Pushes this one through off the stick of Foray. Can Russell catch up to it? He does, and oh my goodness, he almost played it into his own net. Hoey trying to skate this one out. Hickman is getting it from the coaching staff who's in the bleachers right now. Rob Lawrence, and the net is off. 33 seconds. We might have one more face-off here, and I think we're a little more shocked and scared by that play than Trip Russell was. I don't think he meant to play it off the outside of the goal, but he wasn't going to put it in his own net.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to tell everybody after the game. He absolutely knew what he was doing.
Do that.
A little bit of a shock factor from everyone else, but Trip Russell leans back on his hands. He's cool as a cucumber.
Ever the teacher, Alan Sirwa, makes sure Russell knows which way the puck should be pushed. Now a chance in front. Lawrence puts it over the goal. Nice job by Cam Mecca to come back. That gives me shades of the Clemson game. Right at the end of the season, Mecca dives through the blue paint to deny the Clemson goal that would have tied the game or maybe given them the lead. And he comes back, makes a nice defensive play here. So, I said we're usually good for one nail-biter and one blowout a night. We had our nail-biter in the first game, and we've got a 2-1 hockey game headed into the third period here between Team Peters and Team Mecca. I think tonight has been an absolute success.
Yeah, a little bit of double trouble on this Monday night at the Plex, and some solid play. I really am excited to see how the rest of the season plays out, and these guys are starting to get in tune in their groove, and the play is starting to look a lot better than it did from week one.
As we said, coming into this game, Team Peters, the best record in the USCHL, and, well, you've seen why. They dominate play for long stretches, have had some pretty solid opportunities, just haven't been able to capitalize on all of them. 4-1-1 this season, 9 points in the standings, and you can't see me, but I've got the air quotes up right now. Team Hoey and Team Egan tied with 6 points each. Team Mecca in fourth with 5 points, 2-3-1. Though, if they can come back and win this game, they would leapfrog Evan and Ronan's team for second place with 7 points. A little quick math for you there. Center ice faceoff, third period underway, and Cam down the left wing. He might have heard me. Shot there, goes off the blocker of Corsello. Oh, and he gets a stick there. And Ronan Egan taken into the boards by 3 Team Peters players, Avery Pruden, Matt Owen, and Duncan Hickman, though he is fortunately released before any harm comes to him.
Yeah, smart play by Corsello to jump out and get that puck before anybody else could get a stick to it. And Ronan Egan, a little drive-by action there.
Well, the thing of it is, it looked like the stick of Duncan Hickman, his own defenseman, is what caught him in the mask, and Ronan pays the price just because he was in the area. Boy, if this were a regular season match, and if it was a Clemson or a Georgia forechecker who did that, we would be calling a very different event right now. Now here's Greeley trying to make some space for himself in the neutral zone, slot area rather. He's shut down. Now it's DeShico, defenseman, hopping up on the rush for Team Mecca. He's got Ronan Egan with him. What'll he do? Pulls up and, well, Dillon Greeley kicks this one back out to center. Too much hesitation there.
DeShico ran out of time at that blue line.
Mecca back in now, has Ronan Egan, tries to feed him. Got a neck guard down on the ice in front of the goal. Matt Owen is going to skate over that. And Sam Smith back out through center. Has Shotkoski with him down the left wing. Tries to drop it. Shotkoski a little late to recognize what was going on. He pokes after it and gets the puck, though. Shotkoski tries to drop it back there. No friendly sweaters in the area. Now it's in front. Hunter Jackal has to make a quick decision. Pocket picked by Shotkoski. Line change ongoing. Gerard Burke on this one has a little bit of time to himself. Almost 2 minutes gone in the third period. Team Peters leads 2-1. Drew Toten with the most recent goal in. Burke there, shot up high, catches the shoulder and face mask of Corsello, who freezes it and gets an apologetic tap on the pads from Gerard Burke.
Yeah, Burke had a goal in the first matchup between these two teams, ended up in a tie 1-1, but boy, that was a quick release off the stick. I think it caught Corsello by surprise how quick it came off the stick and ended up running up high off the mask, which he'll adjust and reset.
Quick pop there off the blocker. Point shot there by Seth Thompson is redirected away. Shotkoski's long shot is tipped into the corner by the stick of Trip Russell. Back it comes Rob Lawrence. Throws this one in. High stick by Parker West, absolutely. And the one thing, again, as we try to build these player profiles here, at least in our minds, Trevor Corsello, a couple of times, those shots that come right at his body, a little bit on the right side, though, he kind of reaches in front of him with the blocker and punches it right back out into the slot. Typically, if it's in line, if it's inside your shoulder, you want to absorb it with your body, get the glove on it, and hug that puck for a rebound. And each one of these goals, I mean, every goaltender's got their little eccentricities and quirks that they've picked up along the way. But that one almost comes back to bite him a couple times. Now, Foray's backhanded chance is shut down by Russell. Mad scramble in front. A couple of players are celebrating. They've scored. Didn't see who tapped it home. Mad scramble in front of Trip Russell for the puck, and Team Peters finds a way. It's 3-1.
Yeah, tough to tell who exactly got the stick on it to send it in, but a jam shot out in front, a bunch of bodies right in front of Trip Russell. He's doing his best to keep that leg strong and keep the puck out. And eventually it finds some crevice and some daylight and finds the back of the net.
Foray, Kreider, and Curran were in front. It was one of the three of them. Cam Mecca on his horse now. His team trails by 2. Can't get that puck to settle down for him and turns it over. Foray, spirited battle there with Kananen. Crossed sticks, results in the puck back out to Kreider. Taken away there by DeChico. Move back on. Kreider has it after a turnover. Foray reaching for it there. Can't get it free, and Egan just chips this safely up off the glass. Kicked out by the defenseman. Bessemer couldn't follow on and get it all the way out. Long shot waved at there in the slot by Foray. Doesn't make contact with it, so Russell makes the easy breadbasket save.
Yeah, and something you don't say often, but Team Mecca back on their heels right now, just watching Team Peters fly around in the offensive zone and really haven't seen a lot of action on the other side of the ice. So as the clock winds down 2, they really will need to get something going if they want to stay in this game.
Defensive zone face-off here. One back by Team Egan, though. Matt Owen comes back to pick it right up. Ronan Egan on it now. Flutter puck. Mecca can't make that centering pass for Bessemer. Back to the slot. It is Ronan Egan off the boards now for his captain, Cam Mecca. Well, his captain during the regular season. And in this particular instance as well. Bessemer kicked ahead by Mecca. Can't connect solidly. Turned over. Hickman now to Egan right in front. Backdoor Bessemer. He's stopped there by Corsello. Maybe the side of the goal as well. Inches away from making it a 3-2 game.
Yeah, and Bessemer working himself into a really nice spot and good vision to find him as that pass was perfectly in the right area on that left side of the goal, but Corsello gets over and kicks the goal off its line and eventually makes that save.
Nice move by Mecca right off the face-off. He toe drags and gets a clean shot away. Corsello blockers it up into the ceiling. And Team Mecca threatening soon.
And there's that blocker from Corsello as that one was skied up.
9:10 to go in the third period. Team Mecca trails by 2. Thanks to a goal by Foray, Kreider, or Curran. We'll give each of them a third of a goal. How about that?
I'm sure they won't be too happy, or maybe 2 of them will. One of them will throw a fit, but We'll deal with that later.
Yeah. We're getting a little communistic in the record keeping. At the red line, a scrum results in a Dillon Greeley chance down the right wing. Matt Owen tries to give it back to him. DeChico shuts that one down on his backhand. Threatened there by Matt Owen. DeChico doubles back and puts it off the boards for Bessemer. Tries the two-handed chop. It won't work. Hickman goes for a spill. Bessemer has some space to work with. He's also got Cam Mecca. Gives the puck to him. Comes in. Tries to spin away there from Avery Pruden. Short pass down low for Egan. Pressured by Greeley. Back out to the point. Hoey's going to walk the line and crank one there. It goes off the leg of Hickman. Off the boards. Now counterattacking Greeley. Back to his buddy Drew Toten down the left wing. Crosses pass. Drops it off for Hickman. Nicely played away there. Good defensive stick by Hunter Jackal. Rowan Egan will double back. Give things back for Jackal. Now back to Egan. That allows line changes by both teams.
Yeah, had too many men for a while.
Rob Lawrence waves Chris Kreider off the ice. Now we've got 5 against 5 for both teams. Cunanan down the left wing. Trying to drop it back for Bolger. Instead, he loops things underneath past the stick of Gerard Burke, where Duncan Hickman takes it now. 7.5 to go, 3-1. Team Peters leads. Hustling after it now, Sam Smith, nicely chopped away by Cunanan. Following on, looks like Shotkoski. Pass advanced there. Smacked back in by Duncan Hickman. It goes off the boards, and Hunter Jackal kind of misjudged the angle there. Able to catch up to it and play it ahead to Jacob Thompson. Stretch pass, too far for Burke. Takes a spill after he kind of hits skates there with Rob Lawrence. Lawrence bides his time. Throws one rink wide where it's picked up by Kreider, who doubles back now. Bolger waiting in front of the goal for Team Mecca. Burke forechecking heavily as well. Lawrence sidestepping a man. Back now for Sam Smith. He's gotten some quality opportunities in this game. Though he heads for the bench here. As the puck taken by Seth Thompson. Goal line. Thompson dropping things back on now for Bolger. Lead pass Gerard Burke. Crosses the ice now. Jacob Thompson bodied off there from his blind side. Michael Curran on that one, and now it's Matt Owen has some speed. One-on-one against DeChico. Cuts across, lost the puck there. And in the middle of the line, change Team Mecca. Bessemer has it in stride across the blue line. Tries to toe drag Rob Lawrence. And Bobby Law saw that one all the way. Matt Owen will tip this one in on Trip Russell. He's going to freeze it for a face-off here. A little surprising there. Kind of the opposite of the Gormley play where Liam probably should have held on to that puck and let it go, and it almost came back to bite him. Russell may have had some room to play that puck, but likes to hang on.
Yeah, Joe Bessemer has been the majority of this Team Mecca offense so far here tonight. And he's trying to work that puck into the offensive zone, but good defense shutting him down so far.
Nicely chopped down there by Rob Lawrence. Bessemer off the turnover, cuts in, makes a nice move, and it's swiped aside there. Good heads-up play by Corsello. Burke taken into the boards by Egan. It's a slow roller up for DeChico. 5 minutes left in a running clock third period where you're down 3-1. Zach, at what point do you pull the goaltender?
I'd say in the next 2 minutes or so if they can't score here.
Here's a chance. Big save by Corsello. The rebound leaks out and nicely cleared out by Matt Owen all the way back down. Good stop by Corsello. Right in front looking for the rebound was Colin McHale, and it just rolls past his stick.
Yeah, tough time to ask a question there. A lot of action out in front. And a great chance for Team Mecca, hopefully trying to build off it in the offensive zone. As we really haven't seen much offense from Team Mecca here in this third period.
Egan on with Bessemer and McHale. Egan can't win it, so Pruden taps this one along to the far side. Drew Toten is able to chip this one out past Hunter Jackal, racing after it DeChico and Kreider. The defenseman DeChico, 5 in gray, has it in behind Trip Russell. Rolls things up. Back to Avery Pruden. Long shot, tipped. Comes to rest in the far side corner. Swatted all the way back down by Hunter Jackal. A little frustrated with himself. And icing called a little late there, but called nevertheless.
Yeah, and this is where things will be interesting with that running clock. A defensive zone face-off for Team Mecca, I'd say really the next time they get it into the offensive zone, it's going to be a call to see if we'll see Trip Russell head towards the bench.
Also got to wonder at what point are they going to start stopping the clock. I think inside 2 minutes, it's up to the discretion of whoever's running the clock that night. But in the last game, I think it was once the clock got inside 2 minutes, we started to see some stoppages, and Bolger can't quite get it ahead here for Gerard Burke. Swept back in by Duncan Hickman. I think the fatigue is starting to play a factor here. Some of Team Mecca's key role players, Cam and Mike Bolger as well, just a little tapped after playing almost 2 full games here. DeChico chips it back in. Russell still firmly planted in his cage. DeChico out of the corner, finds Burke. He's got some room, walks in and wrists one there. Stopped by the goaltender, leaks free. Corsello lost his stick. Bolger after it. Russell still in his goal. Mecca tries to spin away from Chris Kreider. He's taken down. Play continues. It's Bolger. Circling back, DeChico. He wants to feed him, has it. Chance for DeChico. Stop there. The rebound. Where's the puck? Corsello made the save. Looked for a second as though Burke may have chipped that puck past the blocker.
Yeah, he had some space underneath that blocker. He made the initial save with it, but then it looked like it had crept underneath. He closed it in time and made the save. Big save by Corsello with the 2-goal lead.
Clock still running. Trip Russell still in the net here. Team Mecca has a lot of ground to cover. Defensive zone draw won nicely there by Team Peters. They'll roll this one all the way back out. Evan Hoey's on there. Hoey tries to stretch one out for Bessemer. It doesn't connect. Bolger off the ice now for Team Mecca. This one rolls back in. And a lucky break here for Team Peters. The clock does stop at 1:59. Here we go. Trip Russell heads to the bench. Crunch time is on.
Yeah, and you got to like the people on the ice if you're Team Mecca. You got Bessemer to the left of the face-off circle here.
Shotkoski can't win the face-off. Bolger's on the ice as well. Hickman goes down and tries to kick the puck, and he does. Nicely held in by Hoey. Turning shot. McHale's shot stopped there by Corsello. The rebound comes now to Shotkoski. Minute 45 to go. They need 2 goals. Held in. Long shot. Kananen goes wide. Racing after it. Hoey comes there. Tipped in front by Bessemer. It never gets to the net. Pruden tries to relieve the tension by going out far side. Shotkoski on it there. Tries to feed Kananen. Can't do it. Bessemer in the slot. Tries to feed Kananen again. He goes crashing into the blue paint. And Bolger tangles Matt Owen there. Bessemer has the puck again behind the goal. Flip back out. Can Hoey hold it in? He does on the backhand. Has to move the puck. Shotkoski. Long shot. Tipped in front, and Corsello makes the stop. Uneasy there. He makes the save back on his heels. And a minute 14 to go. Another offensive zone faceoff coming for Team Mecca. And the heavy hitters come on the ice.
Yeah, momentum starting to build as well. Big save by Corsello on the reaction on that deflection. Keeps us at a 2-goal deficit right now with a minute 14 on the clock. But as you said, Dillon, the big guns on the ice, including all 3 captains.
Egan between Mecca and Burke. Mike Bolger, as well as Seth Thompson and Evan Hoey. Bolger has it, has a chance and wrists one. Nicely knocked away there. Mecca can't get on the turning shot there. 1:07 to go. Hoey at the point, hesitates with it. Double deflection goes wide. Parker West rolling after that one. Can he get it through Thompson? No, he can't. Back down low. Egan, goal line in front. Mecca shot goes wide. Egan on the rebound. Burke chopping forward in front. This one, can it be gotten out by Kern on the backhand? He chips this one past his own bench. It goes all the way back down for an icing. Clock stops again, 47.4 to go.
You talked about Cam Mecca possibly losing some steam after playing a couple of games, but he suddenly found a burst of energy in this 2-goal game with a minute to go as a couple of great chances out in front and that speed playing a factor.
He's shaking his head right now. He wanted that wraparound. He almost had it. That puck just wouldn't lay flat for him. He had Corsello beat to the back post. Now a shot off the draw. He scores! Mike Bolger snipes one over the glove. It's 3-2, and we've got ourselves a hockey game.
And there it is. That momentum started to build. You saw it coming. More and more energy in that offensive zone. And right off the faceoff, Trevor Corsello seemed a little surprised, a little lackluster, kind of like us after the first goal of the game. Didn't see it coming. Bolger sniped it top right, and a big goal. 47 seconds to go here. And we are in store for a good ending.
Russell goes back in his net. He's got to get up at the hash marks and get ready to come off for the extra attacker again. Now he goes. Mecca, and it's chipped out over the glass. Nice pressure by Dylan Greeley. face off just outside Team Peters' goal, or Team Peters' zone, rather. Vacant cage. Down to our right, Hunter Jackal. Moves it into Mecca. Can't handle it, and Matt Owen will try to kill some time here with Rob Lawrence. Sends this one, it's turned over. Burke has a chance here. Quick shot stopped by Corsello. And Rob Lawrence certainly owes Corsello at least an apology, perhaps more after that turnover. Very nearly could have tied the game. 30.8 to go in the third period. It's a one-goal hockey game.
Yeah, good positioning from Corsello. Saw that one right into the chest as he bailed out Lawrence there.
Mecca tries to go forward off the faceoff. It rolls back. Hunter Jackal back for Burke in the slot. Back and right in front. Tipped in. They score! Cam Mecca ties the game at 3. 23.5 to go in the third.
See, this is where normally energy's high. You just let the fans run with it. Without fans, it's a different environment. But what a goal there. Completely turned around. That was 20 seconds, 2 goals scored for Team Mecca. And all of a sudden, we have a barn burner here. A great way to end this Monday night.
The teachings of our play-by-play class last semester. Big goal, lay out, let the crowd fill the noise. And we are the crowd, so 13.5 to go. Trying to get a late goal here. Team Peters, Avery Pruden. 9 seconds, it bounces back out to center. Cam's got a chance, a 3-on-1. Mecca, Bolger, back for Mecca. Backdoor pass, they score! 4-3, they win it in the last second of the hockey game. What a tap in by Egan, what a finish. The best game of the USCHL's in the books. Team Mecca wins it 4-3. They leapfrog Hoey and Egan for second place. Turn the lights out, we're done.
Wow. Wow, what a finish. And you said it, as soon as those heavy hitters came on the ice, you had all 3 captains, and you said, uh-oh, I think something's about to happen. And something happened. 3 goals in a span of 40 seconds. And what a finish. Unbelievable. That 3-on-1 chance developed out of nowhere. Perfect execution. And what a game.
Unbelievable.
Everybody's all smiles right now.
Oh, my goodness. Even Corsello can't help but laugh at it. Well, I mean, what can you do as a goaltender? The quick snipe by Bolger, the tip in by Mecca to tie the game, and then a 3-on-1 as time expires. I mean, talk about a buzzer beater from Mecca.
Yeah, and Corsello had played a great game up to that point. You got to feel bad for him, as all of a sudden all 3 goals are tough goals to stop. You're not stopping that Bolger snipe. That deflection's just a bad beat. And then the 3-on-1 was executed to perfection. Corsello, tough way to finish a good night. But wow, electricity at the Plex once again.
Fans or no fans, Gamecock hockey and the players thereof provide all the electricity we need. Final score of the hockey game. Team Mecca 4, Team Peters 3. Peters now 4-2-1 on the season. Mecca 3-3-1. They leapfrog Hoey and Egan for sole possession of second place in the USCHL. That is all we've got, and we've had a lot for you here on week 7 of the USCHL. We hope you have enjoyed the ride as much as we have. Special thanks to our producer, Vincent Arceo. We've been trying for a long time to get the video aspect back here at the Plex, and we hope it's worked out. We'll try to keep it going here for the rest of the season. But for right now, that's all we've got. For Zach McKinstry and all the rest of us here at the Capital City Sports Network, my name is Dillon Clark. Good night, South Carolina, and forever to thee.